Jared Leto is a real piece of work. Now, this is somebody that I've been aware of, and likely you have too, for the better part of this entire millennium so far. I mean, from what was his cringe band, 20 Seconds to Mars or something like that. He was in one of those emo rock bands, and then he has just ruined just about every single movie he's been in. Like, I'm not a big fan, okay? Like, I know that he's lauded for his performance in Requiem for a Dream, but okay, for every one of those that he's been a part of, he has summarily ruined Blade Runner 2049, which realistically, how much was there to really ruin to begin with? And then being the cringiest Joker in history. And yes, I'm also including Joaquin Phoenix in not Joker 1, but Joker 2, post getting tuned up by Brendan Gleeson. But with all that said, I mean, news about him recently, God, man, it's one of those things where I'm going to have to see evidence before I side against them, because how many different times have we seen these accusations come to light, and how many times have we seen one of these cases ever being bore out in either a court of law or just simply when the evidence is asked to be released? Like, just in recent years, you've had Andrew Tate, Russell Brand, Jesus Christ, now even people are running back the Harvey Weinstein stuff. Like, Me Too was just simply a feminist power grab, plain and simple. It wasn't there to redress any of the problems, any of the misogynistic behavior in Hollywood or in entertainment. No, it was a bunch of relatively untalented women hoping to push out all of the older guys, thinking that they can do it better. And now we're stuck with this cultural malaise of reboots, remakes, and otherwise slop female empowerment content. But I digress here. Going back to Jared Leto, this is at least, I don't know, man, is it a bit of a different take on things? Because as far as I can tell, nobody's been alleged of the playground enthusiast accusations. Ugh. But yes, the cult of Leto. Okay, he had acted in everything from American Psycho to House of Gucci. Now Jared Leto stands accused of impropriety by not one, not two, but 9 women. Oh, it's so interesting, right? Oh, it's 30 Seconds to Mars. What did I say? 40 seconds? I don't even know, man. Like, it was a cringe band even back in the cut. But we can't obviously read all of this stuff over here because I'm not signing up to airmail.com because I've never heard of them before, nor would I like to continue to know about them because we've seen all of this stuff before, so why would I bother subscribing? 6 years ago this summer, Jared Leto's followers descended on Mars Island, a private resort off the coast of Croatia, for 3 days. Fans, many of them young women, some of them paying more than $6,500 to be there, meditated, chanted, and lounged barefoot in caftans alongside Leto, who in addition to starring in American Psycho, Fight Club, House of Gucci, Blade Runner 2049, and the front man for 30 Seconds of Mars. The band called it a spiritual retreat. Yeah, no, exactly. A relatively famous guy offers access to him, and a whole bunch of desperate and attention-seeking women try to take advantage of the situation, probably got wine-dined and 69'd, and now all of a sudden they realize that there's no bag at the end of the rainbow. Now they're trying to secure it through a third-party means. I mean, guys, I'm going to need a little bit more than just the weepy tears of hoes of a vacation past. But Cosmic Book News has a summary on this with a James Gunn twist. What? Okay, Jared Leto hit with, sexual misconduct allegations. All right, bombshell report by Airmail reveals that nine women have accused Leto of misconduct over the past 2 decades, in some involving minors. Oh my God, he's out there in the coal mine. Oh, different type of minors. The accusations via People, detailed in multiple reports, include claims of inappropriate behavior with underage individuals and explicit misconduct. Several women allege that Leto initiated contact when they were 16 or 17. Well, 30 Seconds to Mars was I hated all of that emo shit with a passion. My Chemical Romance, God, what the hell else was out there? City and Color, Avenged Sevenfold. Oh my God, I'm just running back all of those cringe fucking forgettable bands from the mid to late 2000s. All of that shit sucked ass through a fucking straw, and chief among them was in fact 30 Seconds to Mars. But all of those scene girls that were out there, all of the proto big titty goth girls, yeah, they were all into this stuff. So it would here's why these accusations always tend to have a little bit of credibility with certain people. It fits the MO to a certain respect, but then you have to peel back the curtain to realize that this is Jared Leto. I might not like him. You might think he's an overactor. You might think he's a bit cringe, but he can still get boxed like he's FedEx. Let's keep it a buck. He wouldn't have to proposition anybody. These accusations fail at the second hurdle. Engaging in late night calls with booty calls. Engaging in booty calls. Like, what are we doing? Other describe in-person encounters, including claims that Leto exposed himself, masturbated in front of a young woman, and coerced sexual acts. Said, you want to fuck a movie star? And they're like, bet. Okay. Where's the crime? Among the accusers, model Laura LaRue alleges that she met Leto at 16 and was invited to his home at 17, which, God, I hate to play this card because it just makes me cringe tremendously, but depending on the state, depending on the location, depending on the country, even age of consent laws are different, and 17 in a lot of places is a consenting age individual. I won't say adult because it's obviously not an adult, but you can consent to the act. You just can't watch it played back, or you can't videotape the act. That's the weird thing when it comes to all of this smut shit. But anyways, but yes, where he reportedly flirted with her and walked out nude. Okay. Oh, he tried the old tactic of, okay, just going to go freshen up for a second, then comes back in a loosely fit robe, and he's got a raging heart on and goes, what are we going to do about this? Similarly, a DJ Ali Teals, who was 17 at the time of her alleged encounter. Oh, wow, imagine that. Just the age of plausible deniability, huh? Claims Leto attempted to force himself on her backstage. Telez reposted a 2012 Facebook post. Fucking kill me. 13 years ago. Oh, wow, when she's, 30, 31 right now? Huh, timing seems to be a little bit too perfect. But yeah, there's an old post labeling Leto Hollywood's most persistent predator, describing the experience as predatory, terrifying, and unacceptable. Perhaps he was just method acting. He was just trying to get into character. God, he's in Tron Ares. That's going to suck. Not the film, just his performance in it. Leto's representative have expressly denied all the allegations. And yeah, this is where we can start moving over to the People article here before we come back, and because I want to hear a little bit more about the James Gunn gimmick. But all right, it's been an open secret for a long time. An anonymous woman told the outlet. It's so funny. It's just like the Russell Brand stuff. Anonymous women, huh? You want to go out there and you want to lay accusations on a man's name, but you never want to provide any sort of collateral to your accusations. Interesting. You never want to go to the court. You never want to press charges. You want to let somebody else do that for you. Interesting. Among the allegations, Leto is accused of questioning a 16-year-old girl walking out of the room nude in front of a 17-year-old, and then masturbating before an 18-year-old with an 18-year-old's hand on him. Okay. I mean, 18, well, I think that's kind of fucking creepy. It's that one's totally above board wherever you're at. I think. Like there's any place where you need to be 21. I think 18's a universal cutoff. In a statement to Airmail, representative for 30 Seconds to Mars band member expressly denied all the allegations. Representative for Leto did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. Because what do you say? Oh yeah, a bunch of bitches want to come out of the woodwork and say that you're a creeper. Yeah, I don't think so. Mr. Leto, your silence says more than your words ever could. Among the allegation, features a report that Laura LaRue, a model who was 16 in 2008. Bro, she's 33, okay? A wall must have hit hard and she's not getting those same opportunities. Timothy Chalamet isn't calling her up anymore. And she, you know what? Hey, I had an encounter with Jared Leto. Might as well see if I can get a bag here real quick. Okay, she visited his studio in April of 2009 and recalled him allegedly flirting with her while there. That's illegal. That's impropriety now. Okay. But she was 16 in 2008, so she was 17 in 2009, if I'm even to believe that this event happened. He talked with her in a way that she took to mean a little bit more than what he was leading on. Okay. LaRue, however, denied that she applied for the position. A representative for Leto told Airmail that the communications contained nothing sexual or inappropriate. She later applied to work as Mr. Leto's personal assistant, further underscoring the absence of anything inappropriate in any of the interactions. Wow, color me surprised. But however, LaRue says she denied that she applied for the position. I would imagine, if you're a representative, I would imagine, you would probably have correspondence either through a resume or just simple verbal or textual communications in order to back this stuff up. So she denied, she applied for the position. She also alleged per Airmail that Leto walked out of the room nude like it was normal on one occasion when she was 17. Right, I thought maybe this was just what adult men do. You're not that fucking stupid, okay? Jesus Christ. These fucking airheads, man. No wonder they went to airmail. It just seems like a logical connection. One woman claimed that she was 16 in 2008 when Leto approached her at the whatever cafe in Los Angeles and got her number. She said days later, Leto called her home in the middle of the night with the weirdest, grossest voice, adding that she didn't know if he was on drugs. Well, probably. I mean, like, have you seen the guy? I think it kind of goes without saying, but okay, cool. He met you in public. You were 16. He probably thought you weren't 16. But I already know that most celebrities, especially ones that have handlers like Leto would, yeah, they go through intermediaries, so I don't believe you. A representative for the actor told Airmail that Leto had not had a drink or used a drug in over 35 years. Okay, and again, you know, you could take either side of this equation because they both have the same amount of validity. Nobody can really back up he's been sober and clean for 35 years, and nobody can back up this vapid bitch's anonymous accusations. Now, the woman alleged that after she turned down an invitation to attend a party, Leto would continue to call her in the early mornings over a span of 3 weeks. Yeah, there was this thing even back in 2008 called a block feature. I don't know if you were used to that. And the conversations turned sexual. He'd ask things like, have you ever had a boyfriend? Have you ever sucked a dick? He's like, it's 17 in Los Angeles. What do you think? She added, he changed his voice and the way that he talked. It scares me. And I thought for the first time, oh my God, that's not just in movies. Holy fuck. Like these, oh man, it's female nature writ large right here. I just not want to take any responsibility for any of your actions. And simultaneously, you want to be the strong, independent female archetype. But then you also just want to be the docile, demure woman that needs to be saved by the evil patriarchy. Fucking kill me. In Minecraft or in one of Jared Leto's movies. A woman's mother said that she overheard a phone call and could confirm her story. Oh yeah, right, yeah. Do you remember a phone call that your daughter had in the dead of night back in 2008? Really? Huh, that's interesting. And you're also looking for a settlement, huh? I find that very, very coincidental, hey? But what's this whole James Gunn interaction? Okay, so before his temporary firing by Disney in 2018 over resurfaced controversial tweets, James Gunn made several public remarks criticizing Leto, which we previously pointed out, some of which have since drawn attention in light of current allegations. In May of 2018, former Disney actor Dylan Sprouse, tweeted that Leto had a pattern of dating younger women aged 18 to 25. Oh no, heaven forbid men like women of that age range. Oh no. Gunn replied in the post to the tweet reading, he starts at 18 on the internet. Mark many interpreted, as an insinuation of somebody who bragged about holding a pedo-themed party. Forgive me if I don't believe the words of James Gunn. Earlier incidents were also reported. In 2015, Gunn allegedly made remarks about Leto during a live Periscope video. Holy fuck, that's a blast from the past. Where he was trying to apprehend his girlfriend from leaving her house, and that would end up leading to, a night in jail. If you know that reference, I'll give you consideration for line of the day, which he later deleted. Oh, okay. According to various accounts at the time, Gunn discussed rumors about Leto's personal life, which included unverified claims regarding underage women. Gunn later issued a brief apology on Instagram, writing, "Sorry to all of you around the world who saw my Ambien-fueled Periscope session last night at 3 a.m. Yes, I erased it." Yeah, interesting, huh? So you want to go ahead and take the word of somebody who bragged about having, underage-themed parties? Yeah, I guess you can make the accusation that it takes one to know one, but then at the same time, I am willing to write off James Gunn's tweets and Instagram videos as just simple jokes, and I'm willing to wait for the evidence to come forward with Jared Leto, somebody who I do not like at all. I've never liked any of his performances at all whatsoever, but I can see somebody getting set up from a mile away, so just stop me if I'm not going to be hopping on this whole cancel Jared Leto bandwagon. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.